name is Drew James. Welcome along to part 3 of For Elise. So this is the concluding part of it. Thank you for being patient. I did ask you for I think 50 likes on part 2 and already that's got like 120. So obviously you're really enjoying playing this, and I kind of need to let you know a little bit about it now. So ever since I did the first part, I have been studying hard at this song. You know, I've been playing it over and over daily, trying to get it up to scratch. And I'm still not quite at the point where I could do a full recording of the video from beginning to end, but I'm getting there, like the whole song. And that really is my goal, to get that filmed. And obviously I'll link to that in all 3 videos once I do have that done. But for now, I've got some really good tips to get you playing the rest of the song so we can put it all together, all 3 parts. I'm going to be teaching you some of the little sort of fingers that I've been using to make these tricky chords, and showing you obviously always what to do on the right hand. So without further ado, let's have a look and see how we do that now. So I'm going to join part 2 into part 3. So I'm going to be going for a familiar part in part 2 here. So this is back into the riff, as I mentioned in part 2. You should be getting pretty good at this by now. I know I am. Into this section with the C. Still the riff. And at that point, we are into the new section. So that, for those of you who are counting bars out there, is 83 is the new section. And it's pretty distinguished in the tab, because all of a sudden you've got lots of zeros happening on the A string, like so. Okay, so what I want you to do is, we've just finished off going like we're doing the A minor and back to the riff. So obviously we're just going to be hammering with that bar. But while you're doing that, I want you to make this first chord. Now this first chord is a bit of a beast. You're going to have to be focus practicing this. So it's index finger on the 2nd fret on the B string, middle finger on the 3rd fret, which isn't too challenging, on the G string, but then pinky on the 5th fret on the D string. So it's a bit of a stretch, as you can see there, okay? That's what the fingers look like. We're going to be pinching thumb, index, middle and ring. And that's your first, there's a few others by the way, your first sort of chord that you've got to hold. So we're holding this throughout the bar and then playing the open strings, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The chord change here, this is to an A major 7 shape. So just take your index finger, move it up to the G string on the 2nd fret, and then bring your middle finger, move it up onto the D string on the 3rd fret, and then ring finger tucked underneath on the 3rd fret on the B string. Pinch that, same pinch as the last one, that's the thumb, middle, thumb, index, middle and ring. Pinching that. And then doing 3 bass notes. Then just moving quickly, reading the tab, middle finger on B string, pinching thumb, middle and ring. So that's your first shape. Index finger spare, 1st fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the B string. So that bar's a bit of a changeroo, but you'll get it. Then, mini bar. Okay, it's one of my little tips here. Mini bar on the bottom 3 strings. Ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. So you've got 1, 1 with the bar, and then ring finger on the 3rd fret. Doing the same pinch with the A string. Okay, so that's what we've got next. Then 3 open strings, pinch it again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice easy change here. Take the index finger, move it down to the 1st fret on the B string, middle finger up onto the 2nd fret on the G, hold that throughout the bar, then ring and pinky, 3rd fret, D and G string, okay, like so, pinching that, thumb, index and middle, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hold that for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now in the video that I showed you at the beginning, I sort of slowed the tempo down here and I made it sound like it's supposed to be there. But the truth is that I cannot change to this chord fast enough yet. This is one of the things that's holding me back in the song. I might as well be honest with you. There's no point in saying I can do everything. I'm learning it with you. So the chord is this, and it's a 4-finger chord, and it's very unusual. So index finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, ring finger on the 4th fret on the D string. So that's on 2nd and 4th fret. Middle finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, and then pinky, this is the tough bit, on the 5th fret on the A string. Pinching all those strings that you're holding down. Have to break the finger picking rule for that. Index, middle and ring on there. Now that is a tough change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually did it all right that time. Pinched the wrong strings. So that's another chord that needs to be worked on. That one so far. That one, the first one that we had, and then this shape, which isn't as challenging, but that one. Okay. So that's taken us to that chord shape. Where were we? So this one. And we are at bar 88, for those of you who are counting the bars. And then we're just going to lift up everything apart from index and middle, pinch those 2 strings. And then we've got this bar coming up here, which is still leaving that shape down, but just pinching thumb on the thicker string, index and middle. Then thumb on the thicker string. Change those fingers to the 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the D, like so. And then we're going to pinch that. Have to break the finger picking rule, thumb on the D string, index finger on the D string. Then move the index to the 1st fret to make this G sharp. Slide that finger up to make the most efficient change here. Put your middle finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. Pinch those 2 and flick with that finger. So I'm flicking with that finger. There's a little hammer. It says an H there, but it means a P, a pull off, okay? So you're pulling off to the open string. Then we're making that same first chord, that big stretch that we had before, 2nd, 3rd and 5th on the D with the open strings, back into this same chord again, and this. But then this time, holding this 1 and 3 into the next bar. So 1st fret on the E, 3rd fret on the B, thumb on the A string. Then leaving the ring finger there, but barring the bottom 5 strings to get that 1 and 3, like so. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. That's taken us to bar 94. This is bar 95. Index finger on the 1st fret on the A string. Pinky on the 4th fret on the B string. So massive stretch, but you've probably realised by now this is not a beginner's song. Thumb on the A string. Index and middle as the pinch. Then 3 ones. Then move the pinky back to the 3rd fret on the B string. Bring the ring finger on top with a string gap on the 3rd fret on the D, leaving this one here, pinching those strings that you're holding down. Then mini bar to get those 2 ones, so it's like that. It's a bit of a challenge, that part. Then bringing your 1 back here, this B flat here on the A string, and then this ring finger, 3rd fret, leaving a gap. It's not a power chord, but we're playing the octave, which is here, 3rd fret on the D string. Pinching thumb, index and middle, breaking the finger picking rule. Then 1. Then, quite simply, bring your middle finger down to the 2nd fret on the G string, okay? And ring finger, it was here, just move it up. Leave this index the whole way through this. That's your next chord shape. So that's what you should have, okay? So let's just do that again for you from this bar 95. Bit muted there. Then index finger to the first fret on the D, ring finger staying on this third fret on the D string, sorry, index finger's on the G string here, and then middle finger on the second fret on the A string. Then 2 twos, 3 twos. Pinch it again. So you see I'm pinching with the 3 fingers. Then I do a little mini bar for these 2 twos, A and D string, and middle strings, D and G string, and then middle finger on the third fret on the A. Pinch that and hold it for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then changing, so we get a break here. Index finger on the G string on the first fret, middle finger on the D string on the second fret, and we're going to pinch, thumb, index, middle and ring, index playing the D string, which it wouldn't do normally. Hold that for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think that's a pretty good place there, up to bar 99, to do a quick recap before we do this very last ending part. We're really nearly there on it now. So I'm going to go from there, okay? So after 6, 4, 5, 6. Making that first chord shape. See if I can hit this chord. Not quite in time, but flick off there. Too many beats, sorry about that. 4, 5, 6. This is that change which I find difficult, sorry. Okay, so that was a pretty good run through. As I said, I'm still learning it as well, aside from that little change in bar 96 and 97. Okay, we're really nearly there now, so bar 100. So let me take you through what I'm doing there. So what we're doing is we're starting on a C chord as such. So, well, not really, but we're basically playing an open on the A string and hammering to the third fret. Okay, so there is an H this time, as it should be. Then middle index on the A and D string. Oh, sorry, D and G string. So it's making an A minor chord. So we go hammer on, make an A minor chord. Then bottom string, open. Ring finger on the third fret on the B string. Index finger behind, pressing down at the same time. Thumb on the A string and middle finger getting ready to do a pinch. And what I want you to do is pinch it and flick off to reveal to this finger. So this one has to be pressed down at the same time as this one. So that bar is... and there's an open string at the end. And then we do the same thing again, but we're going to go to the B string with the middle finger, then on the open string. Then to skipping, looking at your target area, skipping to the 10th fret on the B string, playing that, and we are then going to the 8th fret on the thinnest string. Then pinky on 12th fret, so it's 10 on the B, 8 on the E, 12 on the E. Then 10 on the E, index finger actually on the 8 at the same time. And we're going to do that same flick off idea. Thumb on the A string as your pinch and flick to this 8th fret. okay? And then move down to the 8th, 7th fret to get that B that you need. It's actually written like that on the tab with the 12th fret on the B string, but it's actually easier just to go down to the 7th fret there on that string, because we're about to go back to our 1st fret positioning. So then we just do it again, right? Did you catch that? So I'll do that from the beginning now. So this is the hammer on onto the 3rd fret on the A. Repeat. Then, really nearly home now, so well done. 11th fret on the B string, pinching the A string here and the middle finger. And then we're just going to go chromatically down. So we're going to go 11, 10, 9, 8. I'll do it, show it to you like this. Then 11, 10, 9, 8 on the next string. Then to the 3rd fret, 3, 2, 1, 0 on the B string. And then the same on the next string above, the G. And then 4th fret on the D. So 4, 3, 2. Back into the riff. Okay, so it's really cool how he does that. I'll do that again. Back into your riff. So on and so forth, okay? And then you're home dry. If you've got the tab there, you'll see that it's just back into the riff. The song finishes with a pinch on thumb and index. And there you have it. You will have the whole song. Well done.